Hello everyone, Marco Montemagno here, Digital Domination Summit 2013, and the guest today is Alicia Navarro from Skimlinks. Hi Alicia, how are you going?
Hi Marco, I'm well, how are you?
Everything great. It's cool because I was thinking, before to talk about digital monetization and all this tech stuff and business things, I was thinking, I'm an Italian living in UK. You, I think, originally from Australia, your mom is from Spain, you live in between US, UK. It's unbelievable how, we all are.
I am a woman of the world, Marco.
Unbelievable. And it's like that also for digital business. So that this is the interesting topic. You have so many companies, so many people all over the world, not only in the US or in Europe, now is Asia or so many places, and everyone very interested to understand how they could improve their business online, basically. And today with you, I would like to focus on how to monetize your content, and it's very interesting. And about Skimlinks in 30 seconds for people who don't know Skimlinks yet. I tell you my explanation, you tell me if I'm wrong, okay?
Okay.
Basically, if you think, guys, about affiliation, okay, the affiliation word, you put a link on your website and with a link to an Amazon product, and you get money every time that people buy the product on Amazon. But during these years, all us entrepreneurs or people doing stuff online, we understood how tough is handling all the affiliation, because maybe you have, I don't know, hundreds of different companies offering products. And so Skimlinks, I think, solved this problem, because in only one dashboard give you the opportunity to, on one side, to make it more automatic, the links creation, and on the other side to handle a lot of affiliation. So that's why I think it's so interesting, but tell me if I said some stupid things.
No, not at all. Yeah, I mean, at its simplest, we automate the affiliate marketing process on behalf of publishers, so that rather than having to join lots of different affiliate networks, work with lots and lots of different retailers' affiliate programs, manually create and update affiliate links, and then do manual optimization, one account with Skimlinks gives you immediate access and approval to every single affiliate program. And our technology will automatically turn existing retailer links on your site into their equivalent affiliate links. So it's a way for you to make money from affiliate marketing without you having to do anything yourself.
Right, that's super cool. Just to give you an example, if your company has got a forum which has got a lot of users, I think about that. Or I was launching a blog network, and I got also an exit from it, was with, 3 million unique visitors a month. If I got Skimlinks, I would have been adding additional revenues without worrying about creating all the links. So if you publish content, what else you think could be helpful Skimlinks for?
Yeah, so Skimlinks works particularly well with forums and other user-generated content. So if you've got anything from a blog to a social shopping site to a forum to an editorial site, I mean, really anything that includes content where your community or your editors are creating content about products and services, and that includes links to different retailers, Skimlinks is a way that you can make money straight away. It's particularly exciting for forums, especially if they have a lot of archival content, because literally in a few seconds you can copy and paste a line of code into your footer, and years worth of archival content can now be monetized straight away without affecting the user experience.
Before, Alicia, to go straight to the tips about how to monetize and so on, can you give us just the numbers of Skimlinks 2013? I mean, what kind of numbers Skimlinks is doing? What kind of amount of users you reach? How many clicks you generate every month? Just to give an idea of the Skimlinks level and quantity also.
Yeah, so at the moment we process about 300 million clicks a month through our servers, and that generates, last year was about $250 million worth of transactions that happened through the platform, and that's through about 144,000 different websites. And again, a website can be a tiny blog all the way up to Pinterest, for example. But yeah, it's become incredibly common and ubiquitous now. In the same way that, there's all these technologies and services that help optimize other forms of online advertising like SEO or search engine marketing or banner advertising. Skimlinks is kind of the next generation of advertising optimization that actually adds an optimization layer to this form of monetization. And what it means for publishers is now, they can add affiliate marketing to their revenue mix without having to train new people, change their business processes. It's quite a liberating
Yeah, that's super interesting, Alicia, because most of the time I think still maybe people who are not so deep inside affiliation world think that, affiliation marketing is for, I don't know, info products only, little bit, a word with small numbers or something like that. And yes, there is Amazon or eBay, they generate big numbers. But here I think once you, let's say, democratize the possibility of easily using, affiliation for your content, then you get a lot of people, a lot of companies who could add revenue to this. So that's why I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, when we first started 6 years ago, affiliate marketing was not really well known at all. And you're absolutely right. It was very much the domain of, ebook promoters.
The dark side of the web.
Weird health product kind of stuff, one long page of informational infographic stuff. It was, it had an unfortunate reputation. And I think what's been really exciting for us as a company is to change the way that people view this form of monetization and to make it professional and something that, mainstream websites not only think about doing, but it's a default additional element to their revenue mix.
Right.
And it's wonderful. And I think what's also been very gratifying is to see that retailers really start to understand the benefit. You start to pay publishers for the role that this content is playing in creating intent. And you're not just creating sales, you're creating brand awareness and familiarity and loyalty. It's really starting to change the way that the content creation ecosystem works on behalf of retailers.
Yeah. Well, what are your tips in 2013, in this moment, where also you were talking about SEO, so Google is changing a lot of things. Everyone talk about creating content, quality content. So if you create quality content, then you can add affiliation to monetize it. But what's your tip? Okay, using Skimlinks could be obviously a great tip, but are there any particular suggestions to companies who start with affiliation to do it properly and to get it in the right way?
Yeah. What we tend to suggest is, and it very much depends on the site that you have, the kind of community that you have within your site. What we tend to recommend is that you're very open about it. There's nothing to be ashamed about or secretive about. And the sites that do particularly well are the ones where they put either in their About Us or in a kind of disclosure post the fact that, on top of traditional banner advertising, we also use a service to help us get paid commissions from sales that we refer from our site. It doesn't interrupt the user experience and it helps us continue to offer this service to you for free. So just a simple message like that is so well received by the majority of users, so well appreciated. It means you're in line with any kind of international disclosure requirements. So we generally recommend that we do that publishers do that, and the sites that have done that, we've seen some really beautiful examples of it that are well received and appreciated by the community. And then in terms of using it, we've also seen a lot of sites really think very cleverly about how to introduce this form of monetization that to its greatest effect, but in a way that actually enhances the quality of the content that they offer. So for instance, in the case of forums, when we first started with a lot of forums, they used to have policies whereby they did not permit any outbound linking to different retailers because it kind of drove people away from their site. What we saw is that as soon as we start to offer this kind of monetization, these sites start to change their policies. Okay. Obviously, it still requires a degree of moderation and some kind of forum rules to make sure that it doesn't turn into a spam fest, but for the most part, it's a fantastic revenue stream. You can do things like add sections to your site or to your forum where you encourage discussions around certain products or certain product verticals.
Yeah.
For instance, in the case of mothering sites, like have a section where people discuss their favorite products, have a section where in the fashion site, people recommend where you can buy certain new fashionable items. So this is like a fantastic service to the community, really great content, but it also monetizes incredibly well and very scalable because your community is contributing to content.
Also, I was thinking, Alicia, while you were explaining, the way to monetize it. If I think for my last 15 years online, I've been suggesting so many services and products, not because I was affiliated, just because I thought, wow, this is a super cool product, just check it out. And I was thinking, if I got, an affiliation system for all the products and services, I'll be richer than Bill Gates, because every day I've been, submitting and
the nice thing about it, like you don't want to be making that recommendation thinking, oh, I'm going to make lots of money. You want that suggestion to be pure and sincere. And what's nice about using this kind of monetization solution like Skimlinks is that the monetization happens after you've made the recommendation. So you make that recommendation with all your integrity. And then because Skimlinks runs on the content after you've published it, it works out what it can monetize and monetizes it if it can. So it just means that you're not there going, right, I'm going to make this recommendation and I better log on to Commission Junction and work out how to create an affiliate link and hard code that into my site. That somehow pollutes the purity of that suggestion. Whereas just publishing it out there, including the link to where the item can be purchased, and know that if it's possible to be monetized, Skimlinks will do so, it just makes the editorial process a lot more pure.
Yeah, a couple of questions more, then I'll let you go, that I know that you're super busy. The amount of revenue that in your experience a company could generate, it depends more by, let's say, the quantity of the products that they suggest or the service that they suggest that are affiliatable, okay, that they could have a link to generate affiliate revenue, or the quality. So if for instance, I have a section about video cameras, HD video cameras, or very expensive stuff that the price is very high, so my commission could be very high. By default, I will get more revenue focusing on this kind of stuff, or is a mix of the both? What's your experience about that?
It is a mixture, and it's been a really fun challenge to try to do things like estimate what a site is going to earn ahead of time, because it's a combination of a lot of factors. Certainly traffic helps. Like if you don't have any traffic, you're not going to make any money by marketing. But other factors that make a difference are things like the kind of products you're talking about, and how much a source of information your community views your site. So forums, for example, tend to convert much higher per user because people go to forums specifically to research and get recommendations on products they should buy. And so they tend to convert at a higher rate than traditional blogs and other editorial sites. Similarly, if the products that you're talking about are higher value things, they tend to do very well. Or if they are to retailers that tend to have high margins. So for example, we work with forums that talk about high-end audiovisual equipment.
Okay.
That tends, like some of that higher-end stuff tends to be quite high margin, so those sites do very well. Fashion tends to be higher margin, so they pay higher commissions. Whereas, for instance, travel is much lower margin, and therefore there's less commissions to be made there. But really, what we find is if you have a community that loves coming to your site for recommendations and they trust the recommendations and the community members, they're the sites that tend to do the best.
Yeah. How much money, could a website generate? Just a range, from a minimum to a maximum. Is there, an average amount of money that you saw in these years?
Honestly, there isn't. We've got sites that earn pennies, and then sites that have earned, over 6 figures a month.
Okay.
Generally, if you've got a site that, has reasonable traffic, reasonable recommendations, reasonable amount of links, you're looking at, at least a few hundred a month.
Okay.
And that's for a small site.
All right. Alicia, last question. 3 business apps or website that you absolutely would recommend to anyone doing online business that you, I don't know, use to work with people, productivity, whatever you like. This is always very interesting to know who is using what on your mobile or online. Go.
All right. I have my 3. So first is TripIt. I travel a great deal for work, and to have a TripIt fantastic. You forward it all your travel confirmation emails, and it automatically scrapes the emails and consolidates it into one app that I can access via my computer, my phone, etc. Can't live without it. Second is Evernote. I love them. I use it for everything from note-taking in meetings to reminding myself of certain things. It's unmissable. Most of my team use it, and I love Yammer. We use it as a company communication tools, and particularly for our office, it's very distributed, and also our culture is incredibly important to us. A tool like Yammer helps us all feel closer together culturally.
Spell us the last one, Yammer.
Yammer, yes.
Yammer. All right. You see my Italian accent. You know, I could Yammer. I said, well, I never Yammer. Yes, I got it.
I'm sorry. I get a lot of my accent.
Excellent, Alicia. Thank you so much, Alicia Navarro, founder of Skimlinks, and good luck for really everything.
Likewise. Lovely to see you, Marco.